With CD Projekt Red finally releasing the highly anticipated Cyberpunk 2077, we thought here over at OEGM we would take a look at not only what put CD Projekt Red on the map, but what many gamers and critiques would argue is the magnum opus of the RPG genre. That is of course the outstanding Witcher 3. Straight off the bat, the world of Novigrad, that is where The Witcher 3 takes place, is the most beautiful and atmospheric world I've ever been in. From the jaw-dropping views of the snowy mountains of Kaer Morhen, to the extremely compelling story that you live and sculpt through the eyes of Geralt of Rivia, to the in-game decisions that have great impact on the story, where you question whether you have made the right decision in your choice and therefore making you doubt your own judgment. What the world of The Witcher does so greatly, however, is just the simple exploring of the world, from the small towns destroyed and desecrated by the less than forgiving creatures that roam and haunt Novigrad, to meeting the larger-than-life NPCs in the world, with each NPC and side quest giving off enough story and emotion to feel like they actually exist. The Witcher 3 not only gives you a world where you can be in and be pulled into constantly for hundreds of hours, it also delivers a stellar and at times memorising story, whether that be from the side quests or main missions. The Witcher series as a whole is based off the Andrzej Sapkowski novels, and this is no different, taking place straight after the previous events of The Witcher 2 with the main protagonist of the series, Geralt of Rivia. However, what CD Projekt Red managed to do so excellently is make it so you can jump into the world of Novigrad without ever having read or played any of the previous games or books, and this is truly the start of why The Witcher 3 is truly such a masterpiece as it is. Taking a deeper look into the world of Novigrad and what makes it truly such an illustrious and wonderful, yet bleak at times location, is easily the people inhabiting the world of Novigrad. From fan favourites such as Dandelion, Triss and Yennefer, to complete random strangers such as a man who claims he will kill 100 men to prove he is worthy for his maiden's love. All these people in the world of The Witcher make the game truly as great as it is. However, what makes the people who inhabit the world of The Witcher so much more than just NPCs is not only the stellar voice acting delivered by every NPC, but it's also the unique and compelling side stories and quests you are given throughout your time in Novigrad. From just simply talking to a merchant or a barman can lead to a number of potential side quests or information on story, or if you simply don't feel like doing any of that, you can simply just play a game with Gwent. However, going into the core gameplay side of The Witcher 3, when you are playing, you truly do feel like Geralt of Rivia, the White Wolf. From the compelling alchemy and crafting section of the game that plays a huge role to leveling up and developing your skills to a fully suited playstyle of your own. Whether that being a sword-wielding maniac or a more alchemy and skill-side focused build, the skill routes do not only allow for a much more unique playthrough, but also giving you another reason to play through the game. However, with that all being said about the characters who live in the world and truly give it life, it's only right to talk about the simply phenomenal overarching story and lore of the world. From the simple symbolisms of how the war is destroying Novigrad as a country, which is shown just by simply riding your horse through the blood-spilt battlegrounds, to the gripping main story and side quests, where I truly felt equally invested in each quest I did, whether that being a side or main story quest. CD Projekt Red has truly created a masterpiece in storytelling when it comes to The Witcher 3's world. As simply side quests have just as much impact and significance as main quests, leaving you at times simply speechless, just like with the Dandelion's Lover Saga. However, the story is more than just small impacts you get to decide every action in the world around you as Geralt. Whether that being picking Yennefer or Triss to romance, or deciding to help who is fit enough to be king. What this does is not only position the player to fully give them a thriving and unique story custom to their own, but it also makes the player always question whether they have made the right decision, and truly make them feel passion for the characters around you, such as saving the Baron's wife and essentially killing a whole orphanage, or saving the orphanage and killing the Baron's wife. However, what this also does in hindsight is offer a replay factor like no other, allowing the player to truly see all the results of each of their own actions. From being the best open world I've ever been in, to having some of the most remarkable and memorable story quests I've ever seen, with some of the best written characters that are larger than life thanks to the stellar writing and voice acting from the likes such as Doug Cockle, who voices Geralt and puts on some of the finest voice acting I have ever heard. From the people who inhabit it, to the overall lore, to the overall just aesthetic and being in the world of Novigrad. What CD Projekt Red have managed to do here is craft one of the most genre-defying pieces of gaming that we will see for many, many years to come. For me, it's an easy 10 out of 10. I'd recommend anyone to play it on any platform. This has been Jack from OEGM, signing out.